Okay guys, we are back and we're talking the macronutrient fat, okay? I think the macronutrient fat is probably one of the most confusing macronutrients and one of the most underutilized macronutrients when it comes to weight loss. Why? Because one, it's harder to put these foods here in your diet when you can easily just pick up some crackers, slice of bread, get a slice of pizza, grab a protein bar, get a granola bar. It's much easier to get those type of foods. Now, when we're looking at fats, we're looking at making sure that we have the proper portion size. So fats, you want to, again, go back to your hand, look at your thumb. For a female, anywhere between 1 full ounce of 1 thumb is going to be count to a 1/4 cup. So a 1/4 cup, 1 ounce, or 1 full thumb worth is going to be the amount of fat you can be having at each and every meal. I repeat that again. Every meal can be having the macronutrient fat. For men, you can have 2 ounces. So 2 thumbs worth, 2 1/4 cups worth, 2 ounces worth of fat on your diet. Especially the mesomorphic and endomorphic body types, which require a lot more fuel, but we don't want to spike blood sugar. Now, fats are important because one, it's an essential amino acid that the body cannot produce. Omega-3 and omega-6 the body cannot produce on its own, so the body needs to balance them and needs to have them from external sources. So brain function, eye function, heart function. If you notice people that have dry skin or skin issues, if they have hair loss, if they have weak nails, they have to have any type of weak immune system, typically they have a diet that's gonna be lower in fat and essential healthy fats, okay? We're not talking about donuts and pizza and cake over here. We're talking about healthy fats. Now one, they're good for energy and vitamin absorption. Vitamins A, D, and E cannot be absorbed properly without the use of proper fats. And they make up the Lego mix when I'm teaching people how to eat properly. When I break down macronutrients as Lego blocks. You need a protein, carb, and a fat at every meal to make the meal unique. The problem is people start having meals and they break down only a pasta and a chicken. So you get your carb and your protein, you're missing your fat. Or they'll have for breakfast some eggs, or they'll have some cottage cheese and a fruit, but they're missing some nuts. So I'm gonna go through these in detail here. First and foremost, your nuts, you wanna be getting unsalted, dry, unroasted, okay? I got organic pumpkin seeds right here. And if you look at this over here, you look at a 1/4 cup worth, okay? A 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds is gonna give you 14 grams of protein, 14 grams of fat, and 1.3 grams of carb. So a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, a 1/4 cup of pine nuts, and a 1/4 cup of walnuts can easily equate to over 30 grams of protein. You also have your olives, okay? I usually go with black Kalamata olives. I'll go with some green olives stuffed with some garlic inside. I like my cheeses, so I got my burrata cheese. I got my hard cheese. Any type of goat's cheese is gonna be really, really good for. The kids like the cheese slices. I'll go with whole milk or whole full fat cheeses. I don't wanna get the fat-free ones. Butter spreads. Almond butter, cashew butter, macadamia nut butter, anything you want to buy in terms of the butter or nut families are going to be really, really good. When you're making protein shakes, I love putting coconuts in them. Now it's tough sometimes to find coconuts because once you chop a coconut and start eating it, it goes bad really quickly. But if you buy the frozen coconuts, or you buy coconuts that you can freeze up, they're chopped up in little pieces, you can throw this into your protein smoothie, and for a 1/4 cup of coconut pieces, you got 5 grams of carb, less 3 grams of fiber. So you got 2 grams of carb, 2 grams of protein, and 10 grams of healthy fat. And not only that, it's gonna make you feel fuller longer. Avocados, great staple, avocados, anchovies. We have some salmon over here, okay? Your fishes, especially with the skin, are gonna be really, really good. Eggs with the full yolk. Don't be afraid of having eggs, full yolk. Very, very healthy for you. Butter, try to go with an organic butter, a grass-fed, unsalted butter is gonna be much, much better for you. Mayonnaise, I tell people, no worries. Buy mayonnaise, don't be afraid to have it. Mayonnaise can't make you fat. Sugar is gonna make you fat. When it comes to nuts, a buddy of mine got me to know about this company, nuts.com. You can literally buy organic nuts, go on the website, check out what you need. They send them to you. But again, you can be having nuts at every one of your meals. We like to buy cheddar cheese that we can sprinkle over toast in the oven, some pita, some chicken breast. We can make fajitas for the kids. For breakfast sometimes, they're tired of having eggs and toast. So we'll put some toast, we'll put some tomato sauce, we'll put a little bit of chicken slices on it or some egg, we'll put some cheese on it, we'll melt it for them. Really, really good. And when it comes to your oils, your MCT oil, your coconut oil, your extra virgin olive oil, super, super important to be having at every meal. Do not be worried to pour olive oil into your meals. Now coffee, a lot of us drink coffee and they want to know what to have. Do I put milk? Do I put sugar? So my wife has always been a genius, and when she's looking at getting creams to put into her foods, she will go with the Silk half-half creamers. And if you look why, there's 0 grams of sugar, 1 gram of carb, 1 gram of fat, no protein, versus you putting milk in your coffee, which will have 13 grams of sugar, 12 grams of carb per half cup or per 1 cup. But when it comes to fats as well, don't forget your chocolates, okay? You can see that these containers are half gone, hence my family's been eating them. But dark chocolate is really, really well to have. If you want to get dark chocolate covered almonds, cashews, peanuts, whatever you want, it's okay to have them and even throw them on a salad at nighttime or at lunchtime if you feel like you've been doing really well in your meal plan and you want to have something sweet. It's better having dark chocolate thrown into your protein shake or onto a meal, or if you feel like you're cutting out something bad like chips or pizza or fried French fries or fried foods at a restaurant, and you say every night, I want to have 1 small brick of dark chocolate, you can have that after your dinner to kind of make you feel better. But fat is an important macronutrient. It's the 3rd piece of all Lego building blocks, and we want to make sure that we're having fat at every meal, especially for breakfast. We want to get our brain full with omega-rich foods that are going to keep you full and keep your brain working with high amounts. There's also been studies where people put butter in their coffee, or they put coconut oil in their coffee instead of putting sugar. So when it comes to fats, these are most of the ingredients you can have for fats. Make sure you're having them at every meal. And if it's a breakdown of all 3 macronutrients, make sure that you're spending time to have some of these in your pantry ready to go. Catch you in the next video.